You're so hungry, oh my God, oh my God.
The seams of this wedding dress hold together a special kind of fabric. These are the very threads that may have kept one woman's life from falling apart. At Fulton's Presbyterian Manor,
Hello, hello you.
Anna Price is an 85-year-old survivor. Most of the people who hug her have no idea the years she endured without an embrace.
I hate it that my mother went through that. It just doesn't seem fair.
You have to be Gestapo. And every time they come, they beat the heck out of you. I'll call you pig. And they blame us for war. I never declare war on them.
The year was 1939, just before the start of World War II. Adolf Hitler had authorized his commanders to kill, without pity or mercy, all men, women, and children of Polish descent or language. Price was 13 and attending a worship service at her Catholic church in Poland. It's the last place she thought the Germans would come to take her.
They didn't say nothing. Schweinehund, up, raus. That's mean you pig, get him in the truck and go. That's how them called us. We was not human to them. We was no people.
Separated from her parents, brother, and sisters, Price found herself alone at the clandestine concentration camp in Germany.
My mom started dead. My dad started dead. Got shot too. And didn't know nothing. How could you know? People scatter all over, you know. You cry for mama. You're hungry. And you wonder when you ever get something to eat.
Price says she spent 5 years doing hard labor in the concentration camp, 5 years breathing iron dust. When the prisoners did eat, Price says it was often soup with discarded pig parts laced with iron shards.
I remember I was sick, beat the heck out of me, knocked me in the floor, picked me up, beat me again. Them doors so heavy.
Years of abuse have weakened Mrs. Price.
Somebody better hold it.
But on this day, she drew enough strength to tell us how near the end of the war, she snuck away.
I was free.
They were digging the holes, and then because they knew they were losing the war and they were going to leave, and the plan was to kill everybody and then bury them in that hole they were digging. And Mom figured out what was going on, and she and her friend sneaked away.
The war was ending. Sergeant Donald Price had come to Germany to help with the liberation when he met a 19-year-old Polish girl named Anna Demkiw. After several months' courtship, they wed. Material was hard to come by, so Mr. Price had a dress made for his young bride out of fabric that was as meaningful as it was beautiful.
Parachute material.
Wanting to be far away from the trauma of the Holocaust, Mr. Price took his bride to the United States. If he were alive today, they would have been married 65 years.
How good it is that she's here, and that she married my dad.
The parachute silk still shines, the very fabric that allowed soldiers to glide out of harm's way. For one Polish bride, it also ensured a safe landing.
But thank you for America. I'll be not here today. I said, thank you, Lord.
While her parents died, Mrs. Price learned decades later that her brother and sister survived. She reunited with them in Ukraine in 2005. After more than 60 years of wondering what happened to her family, Ellen Covington says there were no words when they saw each other. Her mom simply hugged them and cried.